Hello, everyone. Hi. How's it going? Yeah, what's up? It's happening. I think things are working. Wait a minute. Let me just wave. Up in the top corner. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do this thing. Oh, crikey. So, yeah. What are we doing? Right, we need to think about industry actually. So here we are. We're looking down at our down here. We need to ship in coal and ore into this factory to improve its. Basically, we need to pump out more goods, more stuff. So let me get my little face in the top corner. So we need to be pumping out more goods, big time. So that's basically what I'm going to be aiming to maximize. Also need more fuel. So going to try. Is there a fuel place nearby? There really isn't actually. No, there really isn't. No, we need to do more of that. More shipping things to the places. So we're going to do a bit of a hunt for industry while we're paused. I think we unclogged the traffic jam at the end of the last episode. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's get back into it, shall we? So yeah, we can see we kind of mostly press the old play button, see where we get to. It's going to take a moment. It's going to do the thing where it's calculating things moving around, and it may take a minute or two. Yes, this is indeed the First World War. So there was actually a fair amount of Zeppelin bombing in London, but no, there's not any bombing going on. It's just the way the railway is going to be used is without any additional infrastructure and with lots of trains running around and stressing everything, and with industry needing to be at full tilt. So that's all happening. That seems to all be moving again. I think we're happy with that. Happening. So that's good. Let's head down to there. We are. That yeah. Fine. Is this all like it's all much congestion, like much chaos, but essentially all I'm thinking about at the moment is getting freight in at pace. So let's head down our island. It's getting there. It's catching up. Let's see. Yeah, sorry I wasn't around on Friday. I was travelling down to London and drinking with Dr. David Turner, actually. It's the right way to spend time. Let's see. Go down here. We're off to... Yeah, there we are. We're on our way to Rugeley. Yeah. No new infrastructure. Nothing going on during these years. Still, I mean, the game is not actually moving yet. That's fine. I'm sure it will momentarily. There's Ashbourne. Okay. Is this the music associated with the Comintern? I think it is, isn't it? Yes, drinking is indeed the right way to spend time. Right, come on, game, work yourself out. Yep, this looks suspiciously Kingston-y. There it is. There's Kingston. You probably benefit from more like bridges. You see, wherever there is a bridge over the railway, it's sort of spilling out. The town's somewhat spilling out, for example. Anyway, let's just leave it to it, I think. We're going this way. We're going this way. Maybe we need to build a station up here in the future, actually. Anyway, that's for the future. For now, come on. Here we go. We're getting there. We need... Here we are. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, we're nearly there. There we go. So, we have... Let's have a little think about what this looks like in terms of height. Where's that? Don't want this to go... I need to fill up... Do I want it to go into here? Yeah, I probably do, don't I? Is that going to go into the right thing? So, oh golly, sorry, it's freezing up. But this is where... Right, so... We want to... Maybe I just want to add a couple of sidings in here. Yeah. And then have it go out... Have one line go out up to the coal, and then one line over to the ore. And then feed them in that way. That might be the best way to do it. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I'm going to pause while I do that. Let's get building. There we go. Nice. So, oh, yeah, as ever, it's doing lots of calculating of many. How many vehicles? Someone worked out how many vehicles there are in the game. It's like several thousands, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It's like multiple thousands of vehicles now in this game. I would like, actually, yeah, I want this to do freight. Actually, I want this to be... What do I want for this? I kind of want to have... Maybe I do want separate sidings, actually, that'll connect with the road. Yeah, maybe I want it to be... maybe I don't want it to be part of the same building, actually. Maybe I want it to be... a little think. Coming up over here and then round, maybe? Maybe? Equally, if I did that, it would be fairly cheap, because it would just cut round. Essentially, the issue is I kind of want longer sidings. Maybe one extra block. Getting rid of one extra block here wouldn't be the end of the world, I don't think. Okay, let's do that. Let's see how many I can add. Let's go with this. There we are. 1, 2, 3. So what's that? That's 160. 200, 240. 240 might well be alright. Should we go with 240 for now? It kind of looks like I need to, for vertical reasons, like I need to bulldoze this anyway. Maybe I'll go for... yeah. Oh, there's a blinking always. Wish it would be default off. Oh, also here. Switch those off. Yeah, good. Okay, fine. Signals. Let's put my signals back before I forget. Yes, and yeah, you and you. Now, where are the other ones? Let's just shove that in there. Yeah, there where we kind of. Is there the signal? There it is. There. This is making me nostalgic for playing Hearts of Iron 4, actually. Anyway, oh, it's warm in here. I did not envisage the temperature being here by now. Never mind. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I want 2 tracks. There we are. Lovely. And then we're just, anyone wondering what we're doing, we're just expanding this industry to get, oh, it's, look at the size of the hole in the hill it's built. Crikey. Just expanding these sidings to grab more raw materials. Any stubby branch lines converted to sidings for the war effort that never reopen afterwards? Might do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to go and have a look around to see. I think it's just about growing the amount of resources we're bringing in is the mission this time. Also need to have shove that in there and this as well. So there's the update coming. I wonder if they're going to do any aesthetic updates as part of it. Like, I don't know, make things look newer. That'd be nice. but I'm not holding my breath. There's a new update to Transport Fever 2 coming. I don't know what it's going to involve. Being very coy about it, but yeah, who knows. There we go. Oh, that's... Oh, wait, yeah. There we go. What am I calling this? There we are. Just works. That's what that is. Lovely. Finsbury Steel Limited works. And yeah, thanks. I've fixed the container in the depot now. So let's limited fuss. Let's see. Oh, actually, we need to build the wherever the factory is going to. So what was that? It was 4. Was it 240? I think it was, wasn't it? Cargo terminal station, 1 track, 240. No catenary. Do I want to have this high and then it kind of work its way around? The thing is, that's quite a massive amount of destruction, so I'm not so sure about that. Let me spin this round for starters. And make sure that it's actually feeding into the thing. There we are. There we go, and let's bulldoze that and there we go. And just let's do there. There, perfect. And that'll do. Bit of connectivity there, lovely. And let's just shove in a couple of warehouses just to size the thing up. Lovely. This is, what is this? This is going to be, it's pretty simple. It's Finsbury coal mine, and then therefore this is going to be pretty straightforward. Lovely. And then that'll come around there. We need to do the same, build the same thing down here. There we are. There. Finsbury ore mine. There we go. And let's now do some railway. So this needs to come in. I mean, this is nothing fancy. This is just a military siding, so I'm going to pay very little attention to the quality of the alignment, to be honest. Almost deliberately. I'm doing this deliberately to kind of give it a bit of a sort of haggard-looking vibe. This is a kind of a knackered industrial railway, or not knackered, but built on the cheap. So it's kind of, there we are. Ditto, although this, maybe not quite as on the cheap. Yeah, let's immediately go for spinning this round and getting it to contour. I could do with that. There we go. There we go, and lovely. And then I can just marvellous, that's all I want. And am I going to have, yeah. Do I do this as a single railway, or am I going to, yeah, maybe I do want to not. I was going to just have it as 2 single kind of lines, conveyor belting back and forth. Actually, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want, what do you think? If I have one long thing that's that long, actually, maybe it's not such an issue. Let's see how we go for stars. let's just select that and that. What's the chat? Remember to add me in if you have chat. So you have the resources to build a new infrastructure. Well, new infrastructure that's dedicated for the war, directly for the war effort, yeah. So we want to go from here to here, and then I want a new line, which is going to go from here to here. It's simple as that. What am I going to call this? This is the War Department. What is it? Finsbury Coal. And this is going to be a War Department Finsbury. Or actually, no, it will be Southern Railway. It's still going to be Southern Railway, but it's built on this super cheap. Yeah. Southern Railway, there we go. What colour do I normally make my... It's this, isn't it? Yeah. I just need to put... now, what pulling power does this have? Does it have... 580... 580. Tractive effort is not... It's not bad. Maybe I'm going to put one of these... Put this into it. This is past... Doing it. Let's see what happens. Let's give it. It's still going to be gold. Fine. It's going to get its. We're gonna. What was it? It was 240, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. SR. What is this? Mineral train. Mineral goods. Let's call it that. There we are. And spit this onto that. And spit this onto that. And then that should be. So are they now going to spit out of here? I hope they are. Now I just need to do... I just need to go in here and make sure that they are... Yes, this is wanting to pick up coal and then drop it off. And then this is wanting to pick up... Actually, yeah, let's get it full. And then this is wanting to... Yep, fine. Oh, why is it doing that? Load. There. Yeah. Then the ore, let's make that full, and we need it to be loading ore, and then dropping off ore. Happy days. Yes, indeed, speed not necessary. Yeah, this will be fine. It's going to do its thing. Just needs to fill up. Let's switch off many layers as well. Yeah. Just to check everything's moving. Yeah, let's leave those on. Actually, just put all those on. So that's doing its thing. Good. Yes. Sheepish. I think it's because it's a big, long, heavy train that it's not going at 100 miles an hour yet. I think I forgot to set one of the lines to unload. Did I? Possibly. Unload. Unload. No, it's all set. Can I show the lines again, just summary of what I just built? I just built these two, so let's pause that. And just quickly, let me get the old OBS up and then fling over to show you what I've just done. Where are we? Yeah, here we are. So we just connected up this coal and this ore. We've now connected up into here, into this sort of steelworks. So we're providing more material more quickly. into here, which is good. Hopefully the rate of consumption from the coal and ore will mean that this starts pumping out steel more rapidly. That would be nice. Probably need to bring in even more materials from somewhere, but there's not that many sources of materials left, to be honest. And what else? We've got other materials around. So we might start looking at this brick and start pumping this. Well, actually, if I go back to here and back to, you can all go onto the online map and have a look at what's going on anyway. Yeah, Master Trams. The way to do it is to do it like through the game stream, not through screen capture. If you at Ella in the Discord, she can give you a quick instruction and explain it. Yeah. That's how I fixed my issue I was having with it being slideshow originally. There we are. See, this is pumping. It's pumping. Oh, that's about to pump some steel out. This is out. Oh, actually, I tell you what would be quite good is if these upgrading some of the locomotives running in some of these. So this is actually maybe just do that generally with freight. So this is maybe I could do with benefit from actually upgrading some of these. Add and then 1, 2, 3. Let's get up to 160, isn't it? That's the limit. Yeah. Yeah, that might help. Good. That's going to pick up some steel. This thing's still moving, but I'm hoping that by the time it's... I mean, God, it's steady as she goes, isn't it? The details. I presume this... Is this poor? Probably is poor, isn't it? It's poor. Power rating poor. Actually, you know what? No. Let me just swap that out. I reckon. Yeah, that's changing, and also this one because it's not making a difference. It can't be any longer than that anyway. There we go. Just a dump ton of those locos appearing everywhere. There we are. Good. The steel getting pumped out. There's those going that direction. Actually, one of the... Yeah, I think it's like... I think it's just... I think I need to upgrade... Yeah, freight locos. Firstly, is everything moving? Is there a traffic jam again? Let's have a look. Sort of seems to be moving. Oh, I need to switch off the other vehicles. I can't see anything going on there. Let's just get those off. It's fairly snarled around Richmond, but to be fair, it always is. What's holding them up this direction? What's holding them up this direction? It's this thing, whatever this is. Ah, has it got any stuff in it? No, it's empty still. When is this going to start? When is this actually going to start successfully pumping stuff out? We're up at Hartlepool. Let's go and have a look at Hartlepool to see. Oh, it's quite a way north, isn't it? We've got to go north of Bury. There we go. Show the branch line that diverges to the right from the cargo station. I'll go back there in a second. There's Bury, there's Hartlepool. Ah, there we go. We've got pumping out the good stuff. Oh, it is starting to happen now. I think we are starting to get a flow into here. Good. Well, the thing is now, when's the next freight wagon going to turn up? It's been stuck in traffic down in goodness knows where for ages. Hopefully it's going to reappear at some point soon. Golly knows how that's managed to get so lost. Actually, let's go back. Let's pause briefly. Get me through my vehicles. And just type goods here. We'll go back down to that freight in a minute. Let's see. What have we got in terms of... Have we just got a lot of old knackered? So we've got... So that's food. Yeah, there are a reasonable number of, like, old wagons that we potentially benefit from swapping out with newer. It's the lowest off train. Let's swap that out with a new one. And... 158, that'll do. There we go. Nice. LS Chemicals, what condition? Are they in good condition? Oh no, that's because that's that. Mediocre condition. Let us... Okay, so this is something slightly different. I'll swap out the loco only in this. Yep. Where are we? And what length is that, by the way? If I just made that too long, let me just check. 162. Caxax. Maybe I can't do that, but I can upgrade it with this one, which I will do. And the same again. There we are. Better. And let's see, what else have we got cruising around? Mixed goods, not such a big deal. The express goods has got fast. This stuff, what is this? This is the mixed goods. How long are these trains? Let's see. Oops. They are... Oh no, they're kind of optimised. And they're in decent condition. Let's leave them to it. Halewood, don't care. Midland Railway covered goods. What are they transporting? What's it transporting? Is it transporting food? Oh, it's the... Okay. Food to places. Oh yeah, those are really old and slow. Let's... Midland Railway covered goods. Right, I can possibly... If I do that and do this... Maybe able to do it in a more streamlined manner. Covered goods, if I do that, does that now give me a... Yeah, nice. Okay, so if I select that and up to here, I can do this, and then swap these out with nice new... there we go. 1, 2, 3. Just getting freight moving better. There we go. Nice. Happy with that. That freight is all with the new... Like, okay, there we go. I kind of feel like we've kind of got on top of that. Oh, yeah, let's just keep moving stuff. Let's head back down to the... Head back down the other end. Where were we? We were down here. Right, let's go down this branch line that you're... so we're heading down to Finsbury. This is the Metropolitan Railway that I think you're referring to down here, that heads down towards Finsbury and... so it heads down to, Finsbury, then London and Maybury. It splits off to London and Maybury. That's the line that's going off down there. There we are. So hopefully now this is heading... It's going to head in here. Oh, there's no... It's really not picking up much stuff, is it? This is annoying. This is one of the demand things. Why is it? It's picked up very little in the way of raw materials, which I don't quite understand why. Why is it shipping so little? It's getting there. Maybe when the first shipment will go, it'll ramp up its production. I don't quite know how it works, to be honest. Anyway, that's doing its thing through there. Well, cheaply built bit of railway that is, anyway. Steel mill needs to be further upgraded. Oh god, yeah, it does, yeah. Oh, it's got plenty of ore. Good grief, just not any coal. Which is a problem, because there's not much in the way of coal around here. Where else can I grab coal from? That's ore. This is ore. And ore. Ore. That's coal. That's coal and that's coal. As is that. They are being collected. The trouble is just not a huge rate. My hope is it'll start pulling out a bit more from here. Sorry, here. We'll see. You can upgrade it by making it ship lots of goods to lots of places. Yeah. This is steel, and the steel needs to go up to various factories. I think currently it's going over here and making equipment from here that's then getting shipped up to Bury. But also, I think this steel mill should be... Oh, it's not getting that much. What's this? Maybe I should build some railways connecting this up as well, because this steel works is also feeding into here, which in turn is not getting much. So it's getting loads of planks and not very much steel. So this now needs to ship over here. Actually, I mean, I could benefit from building a road to connect that up. Oh, 5 too much. Let me just pause this, demolish these, and what's this over here? Lovely. Why? There we are. Oh, I see. I screwed that up, didn't I? There we go. Lovely. And just do that. There. Upgrades. And... There we go. And just do this as well. There. Also connect that up to now. Now, there we go. Just need to connect that up really, just to improve, max you out and max you out as well. Improve the connectivity. Hopefully that, does that now mean I've got a... So I've got stuff shipping steel. Oh yeah, let's make that all. Oh, actually, have I actually got any sort of delivery? Where's that now going off to? Oh, it's down here. Oh, I need to connect up to. Yeah, okay. Is that right? That seems unnecessary to me. Oh, maybe if I yeah, if I build a drop-off. Where am I going to build it? Build it there so that it nips around. There we go. And do this, and do that. And then, where am I getting here? Manage line. And I just want this to drop off. Unload, steel. There we go. Everything's now stuck, but it's fine because I'm going to just build some roads and they'll get unstuck, I think. Oh. There we go. So it's a bit of industrialization, some kind of expansion of industry going on. I know I'm using streets, not country roads. That's because I'm right next to Ely, so it's you know it's urbanized. Right, so what else? It's all kicking off, isn't it? There's a train arriving. What's it got in it? Nothing, probably. Yeah, nothing. Good. This has got. Is it getting shipped any? Oh, that's. Is this actually receiving anything? It's receiving a little bit from. It's not receiving much from Ely, but it has been getting it. Stored. It's producing these things. Why is it not shipping them? It's very strange. Oh, it's consuming something. Where is it? Does it put anything actually? The thing is, I also don't see any. It's a bit weird. The industry is being a bit weird here. Now why? So it makes very little sense. I remain highly confused. This has got a huge, enormous volumes of planks. It's got a little bit of steel, so why is it not? But it thinks its shipment is 0, but here is a thing sat here waiting to ship. Now this is going to get a huge, it's going to get a decent amount of steel. Let's see what happens. Is that steel just going to stockpile for no good reason? Let's see. Let's see now. What's these numbers? What's this number? See if it climbs. It does climb. And it's the shipment thing is shaking, except that this is here waiting to ship. So maybe is it the line that's the issue? Perhaps is this the issue? Oh, this is that the issue? This is supposed to be making cogs, and I've had it set to pick up boxes. That's probably the issue, isn't it? Well, that'll explain that. And then I want to unload those. Is that now going to fix the problem? Is this now going to start? No. Why? Any thoughts? Anyone? Whoa, also wowza on the old earnings. What the hell is going on there? Yeah, let me fix that issue. What on earth are my earnings going that badly? Is that because I've just paid a load of maintenance on an enormous volume of infrastructure? I presume that's what it is. It's war, you know. War is expensive, probably. So this, have I now fixed this? No, I have not. This is now set to fill that up. Okay, well, it's disappearing off with nothing in it. Shipment has become a thing, so it's now, hopefully this is now going to start collecting stuff up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was my screw up. That just kind of begs the question, how many other industry things have I screwed up? Yeah, well. Yeah. That might now change the... So that's now desiring that. Now that's hopefully going to start making... Is this now going to start wanting to produce more stuff? So, it's transporting a fair amount of stuff. That's good. It's got all these steam doodads. I hope that's now just... Yeah, that's more like it. Whizzing in there. Shipping stuff in and out like there's no tomorrow. Oh, that's not great. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's waiting to load up to be full. Which is that because this is still short of stuff? What's it getting? Oh. Where's the ore thing coming from? It's the coal from here, so it's got plenty of. It's ore that's taking longer. Ah, that's because ore is further away. That's a solvable problem. Let me go to here. Ore. Let me go in here. I just need to increase the number of ore vehicles, right? Let's just add some more of those. That'll help. Okay, good. More steel, which is good. Good. So, I mean, that's a load of stuff. Is the stuff now getting consumed? I still think it's not getting transported. It's still because there's an infrequent number of trains whizzing up. If I... Now, click on here. Oh. Can I? How many? There's only 2 of them. Should I dump in and should I just multiply this with a couple more? Yeah, let's do just that. Where are these actually? They're over. Oh golly, they're over here. So they're going to snarl this lot while they work their way through here. Oh well. Okay, fine. There's chaos everywhere. I mean, this is it. It's madness and chaos. Oh god, what have I broken? What's going on here? What's it confused about? No path. Problem solved. It was just confused because it's not. The driver is not at his or her training at this point. Let's face it, it was a him. Had their training and although that's nice. The Forth Bridge, the first driver over the Forth Bridge, the first train over the Forth Bridge was driven by a woman. There we are. There's a fact for you. Just didn't have their route knowledge. They didn't have their route knowledge. They had no idea what they're doing. They just needed a vigorous shake to work out what they're doing. Let's see. Let me also have a look at this chaos here, which is just we are in an interesting way when it comes to finances. Yeah, look at this one particularly. I think the lines that are most congested are often the ones that start hemorrhaging the cash. Let's head up here. Stratford to Orpington also is snarled up. There's Stratford to Orpington. Is it clogged entirely? Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look here. What's this? This is. Oh, this is. Oh god, it is. We're crammed through Chesterfield. Look, Chesterfield is rammed. This is all rammed. Oh my god! Look at this. Wowza. Kind of feels like a thing is going on here, doesn't it? Feels like mild chaos. Although the traffic has cleared up through here, has it? No, it hasn't. Oh god. It's August 1916 and we're very much like managing traffic. During the First World War, women really women were allowed to step up. It's not like women had a choice up, like they would have been happy to step up more. It's just that social sort of norms had altered sufficiently during the war that women were working more, massively more. There's a huge number of people, of men who left the rail industry to go and fight in the trenches, and obviously didn't come back after that. So that made a massive difference to the number of vacancies that women were required to fill on the railways. So women really stepped up. This is anarchy. This is just like not functioning basically as an entire railway line. Let's go along here. So this is all snarled. It is moving bit by bit, which in turn is meaning that this is sort of crawling along, which in turn is allowing all this to crawl along. Oh god. But this does look like an impressive traffic jam. Is it because there's not a train stuck somewhere, is there? That's always annoying when that happens. Can actually occasionally be the cause of some of this chaos. I think a lot of the cash flow issues are as a result of this traffic jam at the moment. That's nice. That's empty. Yeah, let's whiz back over to clogged up Chesterfield. Obviously adding those 2 freight trains is really going to help as well. Crowell Junction is pretty much entirely deadlocked, yeah. Let's see. There's nothing they can do. They haven't got the time to do anything much about it other than just do their best to sort of regulate everything through. You know, lots of industry coming up. It's just chaos. This also chaos is my computer's ability to make magic happen on the screen right now. There we are. What is snarled up here? Is something else got snarled up? Oh, it's precisely the same issue as before, isn't it? It's got to be a pathing issue. I need to fix this now, actually. Let's get the signals up as well. Let me just also Alt-Tab Is this the, yeah, this is the might of the Soviet Union. This is, yeah, very much, that's the music vibe I'm getting at this point. Getting the magic, you know, making the magic happen. There we go. That's what I want. Not be too many signals. No, I think the issue is partly because of this stupid pathing thing that's going on here. Where the... So let me just... no. So that's fine. That's fine. This is... That is also fine. Have we got anything using these ones down here? Maybe if I got Ella's steel, kind of chemicals to come down. If I got those to come down to platform 5, say, maybe that might help. Yeah. Maybe. Let's see. There's also there's... I mean, it'll help for now because that'll free this one up to go. Yeah, it'll free this one up, loco up. It'll end up in here, which will let that one free. So that will help temporarily. Is this actually blocking the back of that? I don't know if it is. Maybe it is. Is it? It could be too many signals, yeah. It could be easier to just let things clog up a bit further back. Signal to left of bridge seems to block crossing for no good reason. Signal to left of bridge. This one here. Are there things using that crossing? Because there aren't things using... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, maybe this one just needs to be cleared, actually. That might help. Yeah, let's see. That could help, maybe. Oh yeah, the whole area is just a shambles. Like, yeah, that's definitely the case. I'm not denying that is the case at this point. Let's just see. Is this getting plenty of the good stuff? It's got plenty of steel. We're now desperate for Ella's plastics company to step up. Ella's chemical company to step up. Putting that serves on platform hives helps tell the mesh. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're getting there, you know. Yeah. But it's just 1916, sorry. And there's definite chaos going on. Now, if I hide those signals, let me keep an eye on these trains again. Let's see. There we are. Wake up. Oh, golly. I haven't done the thing where I whiz around the whole island and load everything in. There we are. Good. There's a log jam down at Ipswich by the look of it. And then Stratford was getting pretty busy. The Ipswich log jam, is this like terminal or is it fine? I don't know, it's stuff's sort of moving. Could benefit from upgrading this to be 2-track through. Okay, that's fairly busy. That's moving. Let's get to Stratford and see what's happening. I mean, stuff's moving in and out of Stratford. Yeah. Not so bad, actually. Stratford is, actually, that's another good point. Bradshaw is big. Kingston is fairly big. Shanklin following. Stratford. Lowestoft falling behind again. Lowestoft, what are you doing? Come on, man. The road vehicle count. No, we need all those road vehicles to move stuff around. We might find there's a reduction in road vehicle count when we have more... well, who knows? Actually, no, I think the road vehicle count is going to increase because we need to have more... There's going to be, you know, more road freight. Look at this. It's snarled up. I think we might see fewer trains around. There we are. Those trains are moving. There. What are these? What are these? Oh, it's... what? Oh, what? Oh, they're off to Morecambe. Ah, yeah. Those are just... I see. Those are express ore wagons on their way through to Morecambe. Annoyingly, they're in kind of a massive pile. I kind of could do with swapping them around because they keep coming in one big lump. There's the coal. That's just hammering back and forth. How much is this getting? It's getting a decent amount. It's not. It's got loads of coal. Shortage of ore. The ore is stuck miles away. Okay. Yeah, so that's the ore is getting shipped up from here. There's the ore mine sidings up here, but the ore trains are getting snarled up in the mainline railway in the approaches into Stratford. Yeah, you're right. I might not need so many vehicles. The next generation trucks double the cargo capacity, so they move more and they're quicker. Yeah, that's a very good point. We're nearly reaching the end of 1916. We're going to be reaching 1917. I mean, basically, the European war at this point is just deadlock. There we go. So that's freight gently crawling its way around there, and likewise that's going through. Oh yeah, there is like a single track freight snarl that is actually holding up everything through this pinch point here, which isn't ideal. That would actually potentially benefit from being a 3-track section there. Thing is, it does act to regulate the traffic, so that does kind of help regulate things. This is... yeah. Anyway. Less rail freight releases capacity in the existing rail network, but more road freight produces more emissions, although at the moment we're in the age of steam, so road vehicles could produce less emissions. Thanks, Jermaine, yeah. Basically, the issue I'm dealing with is kind of the realities of what's going on at the time, which is that rail freight is still dominant. Roads are not great quality. Oh, that single track freight bit up here, you've been begging for it for ages, have you, Michael C.? Well, you're going to have to beg some more, because it ain't getting fixed between now and the end of the First World War. Let me see. Is it literally all snarling through there? Yeah, because coming through there it's just flighted, but here it's not. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to do it. Minor upgrades for the benefit of flow. It's happening. Do I want to... have a think. Yeah, I don't want to demolish. I'm going to get rid of that and then maybe put a crossover in. Lovely. There we go. That's that. Let's demolish that and bring that in here. And I think is that vaguely working? Yeah, it seems to be. Lovely. What if I screwed up now then? Is that still screwing things up? Ah, yeah. I need a crossover in here. Yeah, I think that's where that's going to go. Lovely. Which still snarls all of that up. But wait, what's that bi-directionally? That's freight through. Why is that doing that? There's still some. What's that pink thing doing? Pink disappearing off. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Is that it fixed? Is that it working? Yeah, I think so. Okay, bit of additional remodeling. Yeah, rail very much still prevails at this point. Lovely. Weirdly shaped train. feel like siding wasn't signalling as holding up through traffic. Trouble is, this is a single track bit, so if it doesn't get properly... Oh, where are my signals actually? That's a good point. Yeah, it is signaled, there we are. I just switched signals off. I just switched them off for clarity, I'm afraid. There we are. Cool. Light. Hi, Squicklehausen. Welcome to the party. The party at the moment is, we're in 1917 and it's absolute chaos and anarchy. You know, everything's just desperate to push troops and industry, and as a result, operationally, things are breaking down. It's just mild chaos. Yeah, single boxcar can hold loads more than a single truck. I think in this game as well, yeah. Roaming Adocrat. It's a safe space for people trying to escape the confusing football chat. I don't know anything about football. I'm not really a football fan. That's an exaggeration. I'm decidedly not a football fan. But it's in the news and it is relevant, and so you know you have to read about it, don't you? Let's go and have a look at that. How that freight is all doing that we were looking at moments ago. Oh golly, everything is sluggish. How many vehicles have we actually got on the go right now? Let me click on this. Get headquarters. So we've got nearly 900 road vehicles, 250 trams, 430 trains, and nearly 100 ships. Well, there we go. You can do the sums. Yeah, that's it. This stream is one single continuous shot, indeed. I quite enjoyed 1917. Actually, it was it did feel a little like gimmicky, but I kind of enjoyed it. I think it was all right. Right, where are we? Let's see. Has this started moving stuff yet? Has it actually started working? I mean, that's some. I mean, they haven't moved yet. Let's see. What's that? Let's let me also do a thing which will help here, which is to go just to change this to let's change to 1 minute. Yeah, that'll help. If I just flip this one around and set it off on its merry way, these tools set off. They will drop their junk here, and this will have coal, which it desperately needs because it's got a load of ore and no coal, which is interesting. Which kind of makes me think: should I check the coal train actually here and see what's going on? Coal, what's happening? So this is loading coal from there. Let's. Where are the trains? Coal. Where's this? Let me also swap these out. Oops. Just... There we go. Now why is this... This has coal. Good. Where's it off to? No, it's fine. Okay, right. So that's there. What about this one? This one is empty. Okay. And what about the last one? It's slowly crawling its way through Shildon Cutting. And there's Shildon Cutting. Yeah, this is a bit of land that you ain't gonna be, you know, yeah. There's no quick chance that you're gonna be expanding this bit of railway anymore. February Revolution happening nowish. Oh crikey, yeah. 1970 March 1970. Oh yeah, crikey. Rip in peace, the Romanovs. Right. Let's see. So this seems to be moving. It's got some coal in it. I mean, is it full? Yeah, it is a full coal train. Good. will the cotton get covered over for housing development? No, maybe. Who knows? A bit like what happened with Tesco's. Yeah. Possibly. Who knows? Well, lots of you are trying to predict the future, but in honesty, I haven't planned for the future. So you just have to watch and wait and see. Right, what's going on? That's some coal. So the seems to. I mean, that line seems basically fine. I don't think there's actually any issue with it. Yeah. So, I mean, basically, as yeah, you kind of get the vibe of what's going on. Everything's been basically in stasis. I shall. Yeah, I shall. Let's whiz over to Shanklin. We've spent a lot of time over on the east coast. Let's head westwards. How's Gisborough doing? In fact, let's look at the whole southern main line. Whoa, there's also a lot of congestion on the approaches into Bradshaw Great Northern. Wowza. Is this clogged or is it moving? Wait, it is moving. Yeah, it's moving. It's just... Oh, it's a high-capacity station. I think a lot of things can come in and out. Wowza. I mean... Bradshaw to Lowestoft Express and the Bradshaw to Lowestoft Stopper are both hammered. Interestingly, this seems to be... I wonder if this is quicker. It'd be interesting to look at that. Because this seems to... I mean, I think you can trick the game into... If you've got one train on it, you can kind of trick the train into giving you the journey time if you're shifty about it. But, yeah, that... I suppose I could just multiply by the train, or divide by the number of trains and half it. It's interesting that the Express has got a lot of people travelling on it. That is interesting to me. Except that it doesn't. So that's also confusing. But anyway. So this is moving. Just about. Okay, that's not. Why isn't that? Oh, it is about. It's moving. Good. Let's good. Yeah, good old Bradshaw Great Northern doing its thing. Also, let's have a look at Drivithick Square, which they had nice decorative trees around it, which have been gobbled up by development. Those pesky developers. That is working. Interestingly, you can see the point I upgraded it and how many more people move now using tram in Bradshaw in the before times. Right, let's follow the southern main line through Gisborough. Gisborough seems to be working fine. No obvious congestion here. There we are. Jermaine, no, I have to. Squicklehausen's absolutely bob on. There's definitely a measure of efficiency. It's all, yeah, just like energy, energy per ton or per passenger is very much the explicit measure of efficiency. You could also measure it by, you could measure it by the number of tons you can move per meter width of infrastructure. You know, there are lots of different measures, but I'd say that energy per ton is a pretty agreed measure of efficiency. Listen to Besquicklehausen, he knows what he's talking about. Southern Main Line. There's Knowingly. Everything seems to be moving on the southern... Oh, spoke too soon. Here is some congestion. But it's not too bad. It's sort of just a bit of regulating while it gets stuck behind a signal, so it's not too bad. Where are we? I'm just proceeding to freeze up the game. Lovely. Southern Main Line. There we are. Harrogate. How's Harrogate doing? It doesn't have any. Yeah, it's got pretty decent connections. It's growing at a reasonable rate. Oh, I've also noticed silence. Wait a second. Let me just let's pause the game briefly. Where there's a distinct lack of. Yeah, this is it. We've June 17th, 1917. Crikey. There we go. Let's keep moving. Keep that moving. If you can prevent houses building on your decorated area by placing props such as the fence, benches, lampposts. Yeah, I do know that. I didn't mind though. I kind of placed the trees there and they got gobbled up. It's not the end of the world. I can make it nice again in the future, but it's fine. So here's Shanklin. How is Shanklin doing? Is it getting a lot of stuff? Yeah, it's getting a decent amount of tools. That's good. Some machines. So the machine factory at the top end is not necessarily shipping in as much as I'd like it to. Trying Transport is 97%. It's not getting any plank. Interesting. How can I ship more of these to it? Maybe I could have a... this is the mill. Where is the... So where is this going? This is off to... So what's this? This is... Oh, it's literally shipping it back down to here, which then ships onto this train, and then that train disappears off. Well, I mean, that's not hugely efficient, is it? Yeah, there goes that. And that's now loading with log. Okay, it's kind of fairly inefficient, but it's functioning. Yeah, the 3 stations in Shanklin. People are enjoying those. Yeah, you got Shanklin Victoria, which, to be fair to it, it carries decent-ish numbers. You know, it's not entirely empty. It doesn't. It kind of justifies its existence. It's fairly sizable, isn't it? Yeah, it's also nicely located. It's quite nicely located in a dense sort of central business district, unlike the other, unlike poor old Shanklin Great Western, which is out on the periphery in amongst kind of pretty scroggy looking part of town. Well, this is nice. Oh, it's not residences though. It's just industrial buildings building up by the coast. Oh well. Yeah, lots of other factors, but Squicklehouse, yeah, I mean, yeah, lots of efficiency is impacted by loads of stuff, but pure throughput, like efficiency, capacity is measured by throughput per hour, efficiency by energy. Anyway, right, Shanklin seems to be doing alright actually. Freight is, I mean, the trains are generally moving. Yeah. Maybe there is maybe a line that we can tweak to. I mean, we can probably, yeah, there's probably still potential to expand industry a bit. Actually, we could do that on one line down here that is, let me whiz down. What is it? It's August 1917. Keeping an eye on it. Keeping an eye out for armistice. So there's all these things going down here. Yeah. What I think would be good is if I could bulldoze that and just move. Yeah. If I could position. Let's do this now, actually. Let's do this. Oh, golly. Oh, I've been in the old debts because of our substantial... The debt build-up at this point is quite spectacular, isn't it? Crikey, Mikey. Pulling the big numbers, but the big upside-down numbers. There we are. What size do I want this to be? I want this to be actually massive, don't I? Yeah, it's 320. Yeah. Is it 320? Oh, no, it's not 320. It's 280. Yeah. I'll add another thing anyway. Right, so... Yes, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted it to satisfy both of those thus, which is nice. Yeah. Well, if I can do that, if I can do this in such a way that I can shorten the length of the siding, that'd be even better. There. That's it. It's happening that way. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another, and then another. I think that's now the same length. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 7 in the other one, isn't it? Yeah. So I just need to now get the railway over this road, which I can do without too much pain, I don't think. There we are. Let's. There we are. And probably fairly easily. There we are. Nice. Now all I need to do is get this thing be the thing that's loading up big time with the old goods. Ooh. bulldoze that and that. Oh, that made no difference to anything anyway. Never mind. Whatevs. Let's do that. That'll do. Cheaper built, less warehouse building. This is now going to be... What is this? Tick. Forest. New sidings. And I'm just going to alter this to then go to... it's going to go to forest sidings, but actually I want it to go from here. And it's load up till full, and it's load wood. And then kill that off. I think that's now going to go to here. That's loading from both of these, which means I should be able to just kill off this road thing. Where is it? Yeah, this can now cease. I can sell all these off. Where are we? No, don't sell. Yes, sell them all off. And then I can just bin this off entirely as well. Yeah, it's gone. Which now, yep, good. It's collecting all that. Happy days. Good. Oh, and then this is immediately loaded with wood as well, which is nice. Whoa, I mean a lot of wood. Crikey. So presumably that's not going to come in. We'll watch it do it just in case. Man, if only this game that is inexorably tied to game progression used that time progression to affect anything other than train unlocks. Yeah, I know, right? Very fun to actually have to plan for wartime moves. This is what I've tried to emulate here, but I've kind of ramped up a lot of stuff in the run-up to war. I'm hoping that there's a lot of chaos and anarchy going on at the moment. Kind of hoping that that's vaguely representative of what was going on during war, which is the railways were just getting pounded to hell. Yeah, I think this is working, weirdly. I think this is actually working. Not. Oh, it's because of that connection there. That's why. I'm taking it. No idea how it's managing it, but it is, and I'm at peace with it. Look at this thing go as well. It really picks up the big numbers. Look at this. Ooh. It's even slower when it's full. Yeah. This is pumping out, so over here should be a huge pile of goods. What's this got in it? Very little. That's off to Flitwick, so I don't really care. It's the stuff going to Shanklin that I care more about. What's this? This should be a thing full of stuff. It's off to Shanklin. It's not that full. More, please. What about this one? This is full, and this is off to Shanklin, Victoria. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Also, this kind of feels like this ought to be staying as a level crossing for now. Am I going to leave the old station? Surely it's completely obsolete. Yeah, I'm leaving the old station. It's just staying there. Eventually it might get downgraded, but no, it's just staying there. I don't really care too much about them. I quite like having the old redundant stuff just hanging around. I mean, it might end up getting a bit knackered looking and older as time goes on, but for now, it's hanging around. Also, I think it's actually... I think the station is what's fundamentally allowing the connection between these two. So I'm going to leave it there for now, anyway. There we are. Squickle hasn't... We're talking about redundancy. Have a look at this lot. You know, this is a lot of redundancy down here. Including this one. There's the old Flitwick Church Street station, which is now just like... what is it? Kind of looks like it's a dumping ground for ballast. That's about what it is. Pretty disused. Not much going on. Anyway, wow, it's pretty loud in Flitwick. Crikey. October 1917. Oof. Are we going to get to the end of the First World War in this episode? I think we might do. You know. That is the good stuff. Yeah. New station at Shildon. I don't know about that new station. What are you talking about? Yes, there was a project. Some of you might have noticed the Easter egg of a project being built up in Shildon that was paused on the outbreak of war and hasn't been progressed. Excuse me, just the Rona there. If only there's a way to end funding from one station to let it fall in. Yeah, again, this feels like easy functionality that they could add in. Like if you just like click a button that says switch off or defund or something like that. You know, that I just sort of go in here and there's like there's configure and then next to it is put out of use or something, and then it kind of degrades. That would be awesome, but no such luck. Do you want to go and see this new thing, the new station? We'll look at it. We'll look at it in the next episode. That, I mean, see what I mean? That fairly rapidly filled up, crikey. So this works pretty well. Nice. Lovely. Where else are we going? Where else is war stuff going on? Let's go back to Lowestoft and see what the traffic jam looks like, shall we? Yeah, but nice big abandoned. Well, it's not. You'd have to basically, yeah. If you could pay an amount to put something back into use, that would be fun. I don't know. I don't know how that'd work, or whether you could just like click the thing to use it again, and it would. I don't know. I don't know. This is all moving again. Nice. Kroll Station. How is Kroll Station looking? Let's see what the numbers are actually. I mean, there's a bit of a gap in the middle of the war there through the congestion, but it seems to have picked up again, actually. It seems to be working again. I presume it's just because there's like one train comes through and screws it all up. It's kind of hard to tell. Seems to be functioning. We've got like blissful, nice music playing at the moment. Actually, I might just go. There we are. It's there. So a funding slider that automatically does things like updates head houses, builds out shelters, lets things fall into. Oh god, yeah, don't. Squirclehouse, and these are the things that would be amazing, but instead you have to do that stuff manually for every single station. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, and also the fact that the building these extra buildings serves no additional function in the game. That's annoying. For me, like it's such an obvious bit of functionality to allow those to store. To allow extra warehousing to store stuff. Like, ugh. It's very frustrating. They've already got cosmetic aging as a feature. Yeah, they do on the trains, so it really wouldn't be hard for them to implement it. Oh, it's just cosmetic aging. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, that's a bad example. I mean, they've got some cosmetic aging on the roof there. I bet I can find a knackered train. Oh yeah, Ellis Chemicals. There you are. Yeah, so cosmetic aging. You can just have that on the platforms. You know, just some of that scratch, some of that muck on there. Easy, no bother. Ah, yeah. This game. So much potential. Store more passengers, bigger building. Yeah, that would be very useful. And oh, crikey. Anyway, yeah, it's such a no-brainer. It's just like basic stuff that they've just not bothered to model. Let me just go in here. How big are our places? Our Lowestoft is kind of catching up again. Now it's interesting. I think now that flow has returned, it's working again. Bradshaw is getting a decent amount of stuff. Brick, it could do with more. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Allow the warehouses to store stuff. Passenger head houses or shelters to let people be comfortable waiting longer. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, like length of people, the people are comfortable to wait. That's a very good point. Crossover under connections to give small boost to load speed. Yeah, all these things. The game is good for modding, but I don't. A game should be a game should have baseline good functionality. I know I suppose it's an interesting debate, and we often have this in this series, don't we? We have this debate about the level of which we should rely on modders. But modding is basically like relying on the gig economy and people not being paid to create content. Like, no, pay your staff, employ more staff, and then create a finished game. If you know it's now popular, then stop stealing, and then they steal mods that people have done for free. Now, don't do that. No, just pay staff to develop the game properly. And some might argue, well, the game would never get off the ground. It's like, well, yeah, promote building. Yeah, you're exactly right, Bisquick. And promote building kind of these grand stations that are well maintained. I'd have a reason for sort of having some of these massive stations that I've got down in Bradshaw. Anyway, lots of steel, lots of ore. Yeah, that's because the rate of ore drag into here from this place up here is insane. Nice tunnel though. I wonder what we're going to use this tunnel for, because obviously I don't know if that tunnel is always going to be a thing. Be interesting to. I mean, I want the cities to build out a bit more. They kind of. It's filled this bit in. This bit doesn't feel like it's expanding that much. I'm annoyed at the lack of expansion that's going on. Yeah, maybe if I just... Stuff could build up around here quite easily. We'll see. It's certainly bigger than all my old saves. Block it off with tracks, yeah. Well, I don't mind it expanding. I do want it to expand organically to an extent. Like, I don't mind it. I just kind of... They've built this side up, and I mean, it's happening slowly. This is expanding outwards. So I think I just need to ship more junk into... Ship more junk, and as I think there'll be a big boost. They are releasing new content. Yeah, it's happening this summer, which is annoying because it'd be like nice if I'd had that for this. This is clearly like one of my big series. I don't want to do another massive series like this again. Yeah, the fact that you have to add in all this roleplay stuff to keep the game interesting is crazy. Like, yeah, this game is entertaining if you make up a load of stuff that isn't included in the game. If the watchers, if the makers are watching this, hi. Love what you've done. You've created a good baseline game, but you need to just, you know, incorporate some of the features that I'm RPing into this. I won't charge you, but you know, maybe send someone the YouTube link. It should all be part of the baseline game. Yeah, wartime demands, all these things, and the fact that they have a functioning year system and they aren't bringing in, it's just, and their campaign. They might say, oh, we've got that in the campaign. Sorry, your campaigns are dog shit. Like, I have no interest in playing those campaigns. They're just dog shit, totally unrealistic, uninteresting. I want the reality of like a hugely dense rail system that's competing with itself. That it's all, you know, this is the reality of it. Those campaigns, sorry, they are not good. They're just rubbish. Which is often true of games. You know, the campaigns are really just like glorified tutorials, aren't they? No, I don't find the campaigns entertaining at all. Over 1,000 is alright for this point in time, but not super impressive. Yeah, I don't know what I could be doing more. Like these things are getting a lot of... There's a pretty decent transport supply. They're getting a decent amount of goods. I could maybe ship more... the thing is, I have got a hell of a lot of goods being shipped into these cities. It's April 1918, everyone. I do get to click... Yeah, that's it. I get to click cows. Do I even get to click... I don't know if I do get to click cows. I get to click... there's not much agriculture down here. It's kind of the industrial heartland. The agriculture is generally a bit further out. Let's find some cows, shall we? There's got to be some cows down here. Come on. Yeah, there's... Do I get to... I don't know if I do get to click cows. There's a sheep. Nope, don't get to click the sheep. So they haven't given me that functionality. I get to click... Oh, look at this. Some stuff going on. Where is this? Where's it off to? Kingston. Interesting. It's kind of quite an old main line. It's kind of interesting because this is a main line that's kind of... It's not actually a major line anymore. Now that the Royal Victoria Tunnel's open, this doesn't get quite the traffic. It's kind of... Yeah, it's quite interesting seeing it. This, you know, big 4-track main line that's not hugely well used. Again, could do more bridges being built to get over these. Anyway, what is this and what's it doing? It's not got any food. It's off on its way back to Macol Jams and Jellies. Okay, fine. Let's see. Used to seem popular. Yeah. Josh likes Colour. What are you saying about the campaign mode? Yeah, the campaign mode's rubbish. As I said, I'm not a fan of the campaign mode at all. The tunnel is quite good. One of the things that is quite interesting, actually, is if I go in here and look at freight, you can see where the lines that do carry freight. You can see the density of freight services, which is quite interesting, actually, because you can see the lines that are kind of heavy freight traffic lines. So if I go down to, say, well, let's have a look at Shildon Cutting, actually. I think that's quite intense. Yeah, look at that. That is an intense volume of 1,000, the best part of 1,400, whatever units that is, units of freight. I presume that's stuff that's actually pathed to be moving over there. I presume that's how they calculate these. Again, it's a shame that you can't switch off just to have rail, so that I can see what the, where, and also the scale is really difficult to see. It's really difficult once you basically get above 200. The colours all look the same. So it's really hard for me to see where the most intensively used bits are. Here we are. So anyway, yeah, you can see all the freight. Oh yeah, people want to, I'm over here. Yeah, this thing. Look, this is the station. This is Shildon Victoria, kind of half built, but they didn't have the time to build the actual infrastructure, and so it's kind of basically sat there abandoned and not doing very much. Probably being used as wartime offices, to be honest. There'll be, someone will be in there doing something. 688 cargo on a single track. Big time. Yeah, this is the stuff, you know. This is 1500. 1500 on one track. 1500. Look at that. It's a beauty. Some serious freight going on. What can I say? Yeah, no, don't worry. I know when all the new architecture's appearing. July 18. Oh, yeah, good, fine. So there's a fair amount. It's not too bad. The stuff is sort of moving in and out. There's a bit of kind of fairly congested. Also, you notice the game's quite a lot smoother again. Everything's sort of pathed itself a bit. It's all sort of moving much more reasonably, more quickly. How's Ellesmere doing it? Actually, it's miles away, but it does seem to have had a little boost. Actually, I think it's got better connections thanks to our. Actually, everything's improved a bit because the trains have got faster. So I think the rates have improved to all the different towns. So yeah, Market Harbour's beasting. Look at that, crikey. Yeah. August 1918. War is indeed progressing. It's August 18, and yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff's going to happen between these wars, and I'm kind of excited for it. There we are. Oh, what's that? Some new building. Oh, some new buildings appearing up here. The interwarriors are going to be very interesting for our railway network, by the way. I'm kind of letting time burn on a bit during the war because that's kind of how it happened. Everything just sort of did its thing for a while, and that's kind of what I'm letting happen now. I'm letting all the cities sort of do their thing for a while. But yeah, it's we're gonna have an interesting time of it, I think, in the next episode, definitely. But I think there'll be some things going on just now. I think once the war wraps up, which it's going to do fairly soon. Yeah, Sheldon's doing alright. It's kind of expanding up. Oh, I was going to build. What was I going to do? Yeah, maybe just build a little. Oh golly, earnings are pretty spectacular. Actually, I'll just catch up with their earnings. There we are. Some war bonds or whatever going on there. Yeah, there we are. And I just want to sort of. There we are. I'm just connecting this up here. There we are, marvellous. And I think I'll just do the same up here, actually. And there are, very nice. Good, so that's all developing up there. You can see the tram doing its thing up there. Lovely. September 1918, October 1918. Things aren't going well for the Germans at this point. Yeah, this thing goes at a fair. I mean, this is it. We're not super fast. This is it at real time. It's quite nice seeing. I mean, it looks quite good, doesn't it? How many coaches is that? That's 5. Yeah, they look quite good, I think. These the suburban stock. There's 1914. Whizzing along. That's pretty decent. Yeah, it's the Bradshaw's sort of metropolitan services are pretty decent. I think they have pretty decent coverage. Oh, it's a dense old city though. Look at this dense old city. Yeah. There's anyway. Let's see. Look at all this. What? A guy called Pi. What are you shouting at me about? Where are we? Let's see. So, let's see. It's October. We're getting there. This is a bit clogged up, isn't it? What's this? Oh yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how much fuel has been delivered here. Any at all yet? Do you think? Oh yeah, some has. 261. Yeah, okay. So when it actually does start arriving, it arrives big time. Hopefully that's bumped Sheldon up quite nicely. Yeah, it's got quite a decent amount of fuel coming in. I bet that's from that. That's from our new train supply. That's it. The war is over. It was 11th of November just happened. the First World War is over, folks. It has ended. Golly, that's quite something. So, I mean, things don't get back to normal immediately. There's still a lot of chaos going on. But it does mean that some of the projects that have been on hold start getting looked at, start getting thought about again. You know, things have worn down a bit. There were kind of a lot of new trains were getting rolled out, but basically, yeah, the Great War is over. Peace in our time, etc. Definitely nothing set up that's going to go wrong within 25 years. Everything's fine. So, where are we at? What the hell? Like yeah, geez, what are we going to think about now for the next? So we're having cargo there. We've also got passenger. You can see the flow on some of these roads as cars have got faster, so people are driving around a bit more. So that's something else that we have to think about. The war has ended. Hooray! It's marvelous. But yeah, we need to start thinking about. So it's as we're going to break into 1919. Yeah. I mean, everything's. I'm going to let time play through a bit because, frankly, everything's still. You know, it wasn't all tickety boo immediately. Everything sort of had to simmer down for a bit. Everything was chaos. Yeah. So I've still got some things on my list, like quite a few things on my list actually. Obviously, there's the major project that was never even got off the ground up in Lowestoft, which is to rebuild Lowestoft Station, the new station in Lowestoft. We've got a chord at not only North Junction that I need to do as well to allow some suburban services in and around Shanklin, and maybe that's what we can do now actually. It'll be our first bit of infrastructure that we do. Reaching the end of 1918, aye crikey, I know right. God, the game's running much smoother now, crikey Mikey. Which chord is that? So that's coming down. Ah, yeah, it's here. There are a lot of bridges here. I need to stop saying. Sorry. There are a lot of level crossings here. They're it's a bit of a shambles. Really, it needs to be fixed up. How am I going to deal with that? I wonder. Well, they're level crossings for now. Maybe they'll get sorted at some point. Anyway, we're going to leave them to it. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. You're absolutely right. It's peacetime, which means we need to go back to. So true. What we're going to do? We're going to go to. I'm going to do it. When we're going to do it. Here we are. It's peacetime. I knew there was something I was meaning to do. So I need a chord here. Let's also switch everything on so I can see what's going on. How am I going to do it? Am I going to have a straight kind of coming out and then coming round? Let's see what the radii look like if I do something like this. Not bad actually. I need to get rid of the signal. Which I can do. There we are. Let's pause for a second. There we are. 30-ish is what I want, really. There. It's another chord I hear you shouting and screaming and despairing. Yeah, I know, right? Let's get signals in. Now, can I get another? Yeah, one way will do fine here. Also, what's the vertical line like? Is it alright? Ish, yes. And yeah, it is actually. Good. Good to that. Good to that. I'm not going to signal up that. Leave that there. And then the same in the other direction, I think. There we go. Good. There's the chord built. Very nice. Good. And while we're at it, let's build. So now I've done that, I'm going to. How many of the trains are running through to? Everything runs down to. Okay, yeah. Just need to run another service, which is nice. Let's get a new line running from Victoria through to where am I? Yeah, Shanklin Victoria through to Harrogate, and then up to Harrogate Victoria, then up to Harrogate Junction. There we are. Harrogate Suburban Line, and we're going to obviously put it the right colour. Lovely. And what trains are we going to run into this one now? Aren't you all happy that we're back to our happy, peaceful an engineer plays playlist? Isn't that what we wanted? Have I got a? I don't actually have a rolling stock shed to send trains into this. It's kind of mildly annoying. Can I do them in from here, there, anywhere? Oh yeah, here. I think this will work because it can run down through. Let's see. I'm going to do 3 of these. No, not literally 3. 3 here. Yes. And oh, and interestingly, yeah, the suburban stock has dissipated. Now. Yes. So I bought those. This is going to be S.R. suburban passenger. But I'm going to have to start. So this is the thing that I'm now going to start having to do, because I want this. This is currently using different rolling stock that I want to use. So I'm going to now have to do a bit of juggling. So if I spin this over, this needs to go into the. Oh, where am I? Hopefully this works for starters. Over to the Harrogate Suburban. It worked. Good. Harrogate Suburban. So I want that off and that on. And I want to go in. Now. If I go down here. Just want to select all of the. I'm going to do some rolling stock juggling, you see. Let's go to the end of SR. Yep. And pass and pass, because that's what I need. So local passenger, fine. Local passenger, regional passenger. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to swap. Is there another one? Have I got another one around? Oh, yeah. That was one of them, I think. Yep, regional and. Oh yeah, these as well. Swap these out for. Where's this SR Suburban Passenger? Because that's the one that I. No, where is it? Where have I put it? No, damn it. I've gone and got. Wait a minute. I think you can see where I'm going with this, except that I've gone and lost my. Is it because they're not here? No, I don't have the eye on. What's going on? I'm trying to find those other trains. Ah, damn it. That's annoying. Not a piece yet. Invisibility. Yeah, we do have Spanish flu. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna copy them. I'm gonna swap them out. Except I've gone and lost them. Where are they? Where is my SR Harrogate stopper? I thought I had it in here, but oh, that's why. It's because it's not there. Yeah, there we are. That's my problem. There. Now I can grab them. Good. Right. Where was I? What was I faffing on about? Regional passenger. Yep, fine. And this one as well. Which I can. Oh, and this one. Kingston to Harrogate. Oh yeah, these I can swap out. And I want to go down and then swap out with. Yeah, there we are. 2, 4, 5. Oh, now if I do this, is this going to be impossible? Yeah, it's probably going to be impossible, isn't it? Oh, this is just going to take ages, and everyone's going to get grumpy with me for doing a thing that's actually just irritating for everyone. Maybe I just do it one by one. Oh god, everyone's going to be starting to rage. Everyone's going to rage at me. Everyone is raging at me, aren't they? Yeah, everyone's raging at me. If I just do it with, like... The thing is, these are both suburban passenger, and actually I want... I suppose I could just... So I did that's 3, didn't I? Yeah, okay, wait a minute. So if I sell those... Yeah, you're right. This is the way I should do it. I should have just done it this way. Now, the question is, where's that gone? Shanklin to Flitwick. Where have I now put that train? It's presumably in one of the sheds somewhere. Let me just put that. SR sub. I've copied this train. I have no idea where it now is. This isn't... What? Help. Oh man, this ended up being more complicated than I intended it to be. Firstly, where... Okay, look, where are these? Copying them. Oh, that's why. Ah, there's our answer. Okay, good. Sell those. Yeah, right. Now, these can then go to... Harrogate Suburban. Okay. This is the way to do this. It's quicker, you're right. I thought I could be clever and start swapping rolling stock around, but actually it's not easy, and it would be a pain in the backside, and definitely not something for me to do on stream. There we are. Suburban passenger, that's fine, that's running. Oh, where did I put those, by the way? Oh, they're up here. It's a bit random, but okay, I suppose. Possibly. Oh yeah, because it'll run into here first. Okay, fine. Has that immediately got busy with the Harrogate Suburban? No, it hasn't. Okay. So that's now doing its thing. There's a nice little chord there. Lovely. Check platform allocations at Shanklin. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Terminals. Shanklin to Flit. Why is that going in there? Put that in there. Yeah, that's more like it. Doesn't really matter. It's kind of all doing its thing. Lovely. You don't have to replace all the old carriages. Yeah, there's very little demand for new passenger rail after the Great Flu. Yeah, the new ones are called trade. Yeah, I worked it out. I'm just dumb. I'm just not good at computer games. What can I say? So, yeah, as we know, after the Great Spanish Flu, the huge Spanish flu pandemic, no one took the train after that. So everything needed to, all trains needed to get smaller. I'm being sarcastic, folks, as people in the chat are. There's a huge growth in the amount of passenger travel. And we're going to get there momentarily. We're going to talk about it. So I've just put that service in. Nice. That's a nice little suburban service for Shanklin. Let's head back to the metropolis. How's Bradshaw doing? That's pretty big. We are going to pause all this for a second because... And, oh golly, I need to now get up a map so I can remind myself what I'm doing. Yes, I need you and... Map number 3, I think was the one. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to show you what I've been doing momentarily when I load this thing up. I've just loaded the wrong one up, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's not like anyone was obsessed with socialising and partying through the 20s. Yeah, indeed. Funny, isn't it, how bad our... It's not like... History doesn't repeat itself, I don't buy into that. But history does hold lots of lessons for us, and we seem to ignore them quite regularly. So, where am I? I'm just going to do this. Ah, there we go, that's nice, yeah. That's exactly what I want, actually. Let me get OBS up. So, we're going to go down to... I'm going to get my small face. I'm going to get stuff face on. Actually, have I got... I have paused, good. It's very ethereal, nice music, isn't it? Small face, screen 1. Here I am. Right, this is a map of... it's a map of Bradshaw and Shildon and surrounding area. And it's a map of what had been planned as a new suburban network for Bradshaw. And Bradshaw and Shildon, based out of the new Bradshaw Victoria station, which is actually in Shildon. So whether it's going to be Shildon Victoria or Bradshaw Victoria, I don't know. History does not repeat itself. There's a lot of, like, ask most historians do not like the buy. Like, it's a lazy trope to say history repeats itself. It doesn't repeat itself. It just, you know, lots of that's us sort of anthropomorphizing history somewhat. But lots of things happen that, you know, that you can draw parallels with. This is so the yellow stuff is the new planned stuff, and so that's what I'm now going to have next to me on the screen, and we're going to now build when I go back to game face and we bring this up. I've now paused. It's 1919. I'm actually going to keep time moving a little bit. So this is for this new sort of set of suburban services. So let's kind of keep moving through time a little bit. How on earth I'm going to build this out? Well, we'll get there. First of all, let me put some tracks in here, shall we? Let's doesn't feel like a bad thing to do. So also, potentially it's worth me expanding, depending on what trains are going to be coming in from where. Maybe it's worth me expanding out the length of some of these platforms as well. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Build time. Yeah, it's build time. Yeah, history doesn't repeat itself, but it tends to rhyme. Yeah, I like that. That's a good way of looking at it. There we are. There we go. Getting there. Getting there. Get these tracks in. I'm not going to finish the station yet because we need to put in canopies and footbridges and all sorts. I think I might let me have a think. Do I want to have longer platforms at one end? Because now we're getting to the point where we kind of know that stations, yeah, if we maybe have these as the long distance platforms, and how much longer those. So that was 160, that's now 202. Was that 240? Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Ooh, he says. If this can kind of curve round, yeah, we might be all right. Say it's like poetry in a Kermit voice. It's like poetry. I don't know. Is that what you're aiming for? I don't know. What's George Lucas say? Does this mean the Southern Railway will move out of Bradshaw Great Northern and finally land the segregation of services it deserves? Maybe. We'll see. I think that's their plan, is that they get their own major terminus and they bring services to a part of Bradshaw, as in Shildon, that hasn't really had much in the way of services. I think that is their logic and their plan. Am I aware the game is on pause? Yeah, I am, yeah. I'm aiming to move time on a little bit, because this is obviously a pretty major bit of work, so there's a lot of planning needing to go into it. First of all, let's maybe start doing some of the construction work away from the station that they need to do to start enabling this. So for starters, let's put in... There's a station that's going to appear over here. And let's just have a look at the geography and see how that might actually work. Am I just going to plough a station above here and then connect it down? That might be the way to do it, you know. Is that crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Let's just do... Is that going to work? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pause time now while I put this... There's this road here, which I'm now going to bulldoze. Then I'm going to place a station building. It's going to be a terminal building. Oh no, I'm not going to place any station buildings yet. I am just going to... maybe I am. Terminal, 82 tracks. No, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to... Oh, man, I'm being so indecisive. I know. I'm sorry, everyone. I just want to... Yeah, if I put that... If I put that there... Now, where's that aiming me out? If I... Because that needs to basically whiz around... This needs to come around here and then up and then round into here to reach this terminus. I'm going to then build... this is all going to have to get... Yeah, I'm going to just... There we are. And then build that down to there. Yeah, very nice. Now I need to have a think about how this is going to end up. Where are we? You enjoy my Kermit voice? Yeah, sorry about that. So that's going to whiz around. Golly, this is going to be complicated, folks. This is going to be like there's only so much that's brand new infrastructure and kind of tying in from that map that you saw earlier, which you can go and have a look at again if you like. There's only so much that's new infrastructure, but there's enough that it's going to have. There's enough stuff established that it does have to weave its way through. I was in London over the weekend. I always get inspired to create more absolute horror show. Yeah. So. Let me keep playing actually while I'm looking at this because it's May. I want time to progress a bit more. I also want, confusingly and challenging, I also want a station. Where do I want it? I want a station about here. So, yeah. So this is just going to be absolute chaos because I want a station to be placed here. That's the freight line. So can I have that station? Also, while I'm here, I can get an idea of what the geometry is going to look like to get into. Okay, interesting. Probably need to do a bit more straight, actually, which will involve me demolishing some of that. There we are. Is that working? Yeah, that's working. Good. And then if I do that. What's that? 30. Okay, so a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's there. It's a bit more like what the geometry is going to look like, I think. Yeah. So then if I wait, is that actually straight? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Whew. That should now go into here. There we go. So that's our outer element of the geometry kind of set-ish. We then need to sort out all the short platforms, how those are going to look. Actually, what's nice about this is we get 3. Actually, it's probably worth me doing that now. Is we get 3. Really, we get 3 long platforms, don't we? Unless I curve those off early, which I don't think I'm going to. Maybe I can just. Maybe these platforms are going to just be to fit what's here. Anyway. Yeah. So that's gonna. That'll come in around there. It's June 1919, folks. So I think, yeah, so I need a station that's going to be here, and where exactly have I decided? It's going to be this, it's going to be a bit, so it'll be about here, so I need this to be level. Then that'll have to climb, so that's going to probably go over the top of that road. Not entirely sure. I'm kind of doing some network planning, by the way, just kind of enjoying why the platform's not the same length. Because I don't need them all to be the same length. Some of them will be shorter because... so some of them will be longer for longer trains, like longer distance trains. Some will be shorter because it's for suburban platforms. You know, you don't need all the platforms to be the same length. And you'll get a more realistic station as a result. A more realistic looking station as a result. Let's see. So that, yeah, it's not exactly pretty, actually, that bit. But it'll do. How am I going to then run these through? Actually, if I just do... I'm going to need to resist the urge to add extra platform to that as well, but that will give me my gap that I need to make sure that I don't... Yeah, perfect. Triple level junction when? Parallel line made most sense to me. Yeah, just trying to think about how... Yeah. Anyway, let's go and see how that... While that's all building up, let's go and see how this coal is doing. Is it actually bringing it in? Appears to be. Yeah. Looks like it's slowly. It's not producing a huge amount. Allegedly filling up. What's this doing? How rapidly is it filling? Doesn't look like it's rocket speed to me, to be honest. Actually, maybe it'd be best if I... Notice that I'm burning less cash at the moment, which is a bit weird. Yeah, there we are. That'll do. Strange. Anyway. That map had a lot of stations on it. Make it 5 track, then delete the central track. Yeah, I'm thinking that. The thing is, there's going to be, yeah. There's, it's complicated, right? I'm also waiting for 1920 to arrive, by the way. Stop burning, start eating. Stop burning, start earning. Yeah. Jim the Chair, thank you for your thoughts on this matter. Trains are running on these. Oh, what? What's this? 1906 suburban stock. Ah, let us replace some rolling stock as well on the Metropolitan. That's clearly a thing that they're going to do, isn't it? How old is this stock? 1906, 1906, 1906. Oh golly, yeah, it's all that stuff. Let's. Annoyingly, I just have to replace the trains because the rolling stock itself is not doesn't actually exist anymore. There is no, so I have to just do it like this. Where is it? Where's that? There we are. Add. There we are. And what's these two? Add. Those coaches don't exist anymore, so I can't just replace them like for like, unfortunately. There we are. They've got new trains. Still in good condition though. It's not too bad. That'll do. I'm keeping it as 1906 stock because the rolling stock actually is 1906 stock still. So it is older. The coaches are older. You can tell. See, there's a newer one just went past. Older one still there. Oh, yeah. But those are now moving faster, which is nice. So, September 1919. Yeah, the trains can't be longer than 80 meters. That's fine. Don't worry. What other bits and pieces did I need to happen? Oh yeah. So there's. So this needs to curve round to connect up with this, and also it needs to connect. So I can do that. I can do that, definitely. Actually, while I'm here, let me just... Where's my money gone? It's all run off. Money is gone. There we are. Let me just bring back some earnings. Oh, golly, there we are. Boom. Now, there's already a bridge that I'm gonna have to, a road bridge that I'm gonna have to replace. Yeah, inevitable. So how am I gonna get this over the top of this? So maybe if this stays at a higher level and then comes in, then it'll mean it'll stay. So it stays on its embankment throughout, and that'll mean this can pass underneath. I don't think any services currently run. Yeah, no services actually run down that way. So, I think that's what's going to happen. Let's do that now. Okay, this is a pretty major bit of infrastructure work. Golly gosh. Just going to stay at that height. Right the way through to where it connects up with the bridge here. I mean, if nothing else, it's just a bit... It's a bit of a fairly major bit of work, isn't it? What are you doing? This game, man. 18. Let me just now do this. There we are. You know what the deal is. Everyone on stream by this point knows what's going on. Oh, you're saying that the long platforms are on the wrong side and the short platforms need to be the other side? Yeah, that might well be true. Let me have a think. Let me just have a look. Yeah, probably is true, but I don't think there's much choice because of the length of the position of the sidings on this side. So it's just something we have to live with. It's a constraint we're going to have to live with. Also, this, yeah, so the suburban platforms need to be able to come round and then over to here, cutting through this lot. So my first act is going to be to do this. No. Of course I hadn't done that already. There we are. Probably can make the siding curve sharper, but for now we're not going to. So that's going this way. It's going to cut through this. I'm going to just bulldoze. And we're going to send this straight through here, straight track. Yeah, like that. Just like that. And... oh. Let me get rid of this road first. Can I, oh, kind of looks like I can actually. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that'll do. I can probably, oh god, yeah. Let's just... Let me just do this. Oh, damn it, that's not straight. Damn. I can fix this problem by... oh, you know what? I can literally fix this problem by doing this. Yeah, like that. That'll do me. And then I think if I then... do the same thing on the other side. Wait for it. Is that? Oh yeah, nice, okay. That'll do. Got a headache from dehydration. I should have brought water. It's very warm in here. Then place that. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Challenge mode is that this now needs to also continue on through to kind of here and then flick over that way, but I'm going to worry about, I'm just kind of worrying about the broad outline geometry at this point. The other workings, like the other lines, I'll connect once I've worked out what the actual workings are going to be. So this needs to be, yeah, I'll put those signals back in shortly. For now. Oh dang. Oh dang. Let's bulldoze from this side. What's going on? Oh no, I don't want to do it quite that dramatically. Oh, Jesus. No, just want it to be level. Mostly level. There, like, kind of like that. Is that about right? Yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah. I've got any other connection? Yeah, so I need to have, like, okay. Oh, I just noticed something else. That's straight. Is that actually straight? Have I screwed that up? Oh yeah. Have I screwed it up? Oh, it looks like the original thing wasn't a straight line. Oh, that's classic. Yeah, classic. Oh no, it is. It's fine. If I do that and then now can I? If I do. And then No. Sorry, I'm just playing with the vertical geometry as I've got slightly better at playing with the vertical geometry. There. Is that now working? Doesn't look quite right at that end, but I'll bulldoze that end, it's fine. So, if I now bulldoze that end... yep. And make this... This... Yep, lovely. And... No, I don't need to do that. I want you to stay as that. Yeah, there we are. Oh, man, what are you doing? There. This game is a strange and confusing beast, you know. It really is. Right, okay. Now from that point, okay, so that gives me this. And yes, I have done it on a viaduct deliberately. Please tell me that's not all electrified. Blinking is, isn't it? Is it? Oh no, it's just a guardrail. Whoa, we're alright, we're alright, we're alright. When are we stopping? Oh god, it's 2 hours. Oh, thanks for the heads up, everyone. Yeah, we're stopping now. To be continued next time. We're ending October the 21st, or 21st of October 1919. Major new construction happening across the whole of the city. Partly to enable this new station, but to enable new basically a new suburban network to compete with the trams. On that bombshell, crikey, let's go back to OBS. In fact, let's while I'm doing that, let me just save this. Golly, oh, the game is blue circling me. Please, game, do not permanently blue circle. Come back to me. Can you imagine if it did that now? It's not. We're fine. It's safe. Oh my goodness. October 1919. Golly, that was nearly a rage situation there. Shildon Shildon sub. That'll do me. Right, get that saving. Happy days. Then I'm going to whiz over to get the old OBS up. And then go back to this screen. So you can sort of see some of the things we're doing. We're building lines. There's a moosh that's happening here on the approaches into Victoria, so we need to enable that. Connection to go out towards Ely. A connection to go out. So these yellow dots are potential, not necessarily definite, but potential station locations. Station kind of connecting out and going onto the old Metropolitan line, segregated lines out that way. Connection up on towards Bradshaw Metropolitan to enable a connection that direction, whether it gets used or not. So kind of a new station as well there at that junction, and then a connection over to the new pier station as well, and then an intermediate one somewhere kind of around in Bishopsgate down here, which is this sort of southern part of the city, kind of between Shildon and Bradshaw. That's the plan. So this is I also need to go and eat and cook some stir fry. It's not a fixed plan. Oh, also potential interesting things. This is all potential stuff that's part of this plan. That's part of this plan for Victoria, which is allowing the connection up from the north and from Shanklin to come off the Great Northern Line down the existing kind of freight lines. But they need to do some remodeling here because they obviously have to segregate the freight. So there's a need for a big junction station to allow you to hop off and still connect into Great Northern. Plus the so you'd hop off the main state. So you'd have the long distance southern trains would stop at that junction station, and you'd hop off onto the suburban trains, which would stop. So that's probably a big, complicated station up there. Then a potential for a kind of a suburban station down here to connect onto this side of Bradshaw, which is actually not well served for heavy rail. Then then kind of coming around here, making use of some of the existing industrial areas to put some stations in. And then whizzing around, connecting into Victoria Station. So that's the plan. A new station down here, this end of Shildon as well. Yeah, lots of potential expansion going on. So anyway, enjoy that. Right, I'm going to leave you all in peace and quiet to go and have some food and drink some water before I collapse because it became very warm in here with the sun shining in. I made mistakes. The time for me to wave. We've finished war. What's happening next? Well, it's a suburban network. I think next episode's title is pretty clear. We're establishing a suburban network across Bradshaw and Shildon. Could you just have people connect to the Great Northern by tram instead of the junction station? Could do, but the tram is a competitor. So at this point, the trains want to steal. The reason that this expansion's happening is because the railways are trying to compete with the trams. This is a very real competition that happened in the interwar years. So there's a competition between the trams. There's a competition between the railway companies. Still, they're kind of, the Southern is trying to distance itself from the Great Northern at this point. Yeah, we have to wait and see. But that's some of the stuff that's going on. We're going to have a satisfyingly dense. Also, I just want to have a really dense urban railway network around Bradshaw. And I like that. I also like the fact that Market Harbour is expanding up to kind of meet. I need to kind of enable more bridges to get Market Harbour to expand over the railway there. I think that if the three of those start joining up, this becomes really satisfying as a kind of a really big urban area. Anyway, right. I will see you all on. Will I see you on Friday? I might be doing things on Friday evening, actually. If I am, then I might. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you all updated on the Discord anyway. We've got through some decent years this year and last year. We got this stream and last stream. We got through some decent years, so I don't feel like I necessarily mind it being one. It'll be back up to 2 again, as probably in a couple of weeks, if it isn't this week. Anyway, right. See you for Rail Natter, where we talk about Tesco collapsing onto the railway. Should be a laugh. Cheerio!